the BLPA Big Show. Hockey, sports, life for the adult athlete. Powered by the Beer League Players Association. Follow us at the BLPA.
Everybody, just follow.
Keep connected with us. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You dig that?
Follow
On every social media outlet. And make sure you follow the crew on Twitter. Nick at Nicker Jones. Jason at Beer League Jason. And Jillian at BLPA Jillian. Let's get it.
Welcome to the greatest hockey show in the world. Good week, everybody. Hey, back to things running smoothly.
Whatever.
I'm controlling them. So smooth as silk, smooth as Tennessee whiskey, or whatever they say.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
As if that isn't one of the greatest country songs of all time.
Good week, everybody. I hope
Thank
everyone
you.
is having a good week. Not you, everyone but Jillian. Good week.
Thank you. I'm having a great week. Thanks to you.
Oh, good. Hey, well, that's what I'm here for, you know? All right. First, tell them where they can find us.
They can find us at, if you didn't listen to the announcer man in the very beginning, every social media is at the BLPA, which is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, OnlyFans, Patreon, Twitch, Pinterest, and Nick's favorite red note.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep, that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all of them. That's all the social medias.
Yeah, find us there.
So, hey, how was your week? Let's just get right. How was your week?
Thanks for asking. I was going to tell you even if you didn't ask. So let me
All right,
tell
moving
you.
right along. JK.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
So I get on Rob Rod's case a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be the first to be a hater for anybody, I guess.
Hater gator.
But I have to hand it to him today because I can't complain about him today. I have been having a week. Today was like just a very off day. And I was just like very meh, and he knew it. We're in a debacle with one of our little neighbors here. That it makes me want to slash her tires. I won't. That won't hold up in court. I'm not gonna actually do it, but they're being a little snitch on us. Anyway, I'm having an off day. I'm feeling a little run down. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm feeling like, I'm mommed out. And I didn't say any of this to him, but I just took a little nap when the child was taking his nap as well. And I woke up and one of my girlfriends texted like, "Hey, do you want to grab a drink tonight? It's like our monthly not be a mom night." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And so I was like, "Oh, Rob, can I go get a drink with Rachel tonight?" And he's like, and I was like, "What?"
My man,
He texted Rachel outside of me. What's funny is he wanted me to know that because he could have just been like, "Yeah, I don't think we have plans." But he's like, "Yeah, you deserve a little night." I'm like, "You did this, didn't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, but mama's got to get out on the town a little bit." So that's what I get to do because he's a good husband. Well, I was a pissant wife.
Sounds like Rob Rod's also going to have a good night. Way to go, my man.
That's a win for him. He's like, "Good, get this Krankenstein out of the house so I can enjoy my night."
That's not what I was talking about. All right. Listen, I was talking about other things, a little bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Can you explain in further detail? Two.
That's it. That's it.
Are you pleased? Are you pleased with yourself?
No, I never. Sometimes I'm gonna make this, and in my head it's really funny.
Yeah.
And then it turns out really funny, but then it's like, did it go too far? But nonetheless, and listen, our HR guys here watching, right when I go,
HR
right
told me to rip us in and get a Red Bull.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go.
Hey, I'm reporting you to legal.
Tell people what we're going to talk about today.
You keep telling me what to do.
Yeah, well, isn't that what women want? For a man is to tell them what to do.
I need to be bossed around.
Go out with your friends tonight. Have a night.
Yeah, a man is making all my decisions for me today, which is totally good. Well, here's the thing. Rachel's calling me right now. She's trying to make plans. Little does she know, I'm live. I'm on air. So I'll get that later. Okay, so what had happened was I had this idea. I put the rundown in of like, here's all the things we're going to talk about. And then sometimes I'll post in Facebook of like, "Hey guys, send me your best chirp. Send me that," like just to throw it out there get some feelers out there. And so I think earlier this week I posted in and like, "Hey team, hey gang. Hey, what's our our fan squad name?
B
Hey,
B
hey
teamers.
pissers. Hey,
B
I don't know,
teamers.
whatever I don't know what they are.
The B
But I
squad.
said, share your favorite drip. And I felt cool saying drip. And so I really wrote it. I really wrote it into the dirt. But thank you, Rob. Not my Rob. And so what turned out to be one little post, I'm like, oh, I'll like feature a couple of these people who share their favorite on or off ice wear, the brand, if you will, gameware, and then we could feature a few on the show. I didn't think that we would have like 170 comments on this thread, and so
It's
it's
wild.
become a beast of its own. And so then I took it upon myself to create a presentation that will be shown to you.
Ooh.
But Nick said, you need to reach out to some of these people and get videos. So you know what? I did just that. I did the
Yep.
man commands. I do. So then we had a few very good participators send videos that we're going to have featured. One guy, I could not stop laughing. I was cracking up. Like I kept having to show Rob. Nick has not seen this yet. So I have it all ready to go. You're going to die.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that as to like dangle a little carrot in front of your face, but
Sounds like you're dangling
you need to
carrots.
see the video.
Okay. Well, we're
Okay,
going to
so
get
that's
to
the
that.
main thing. But
Okay.
then also so I said I didn't want to mention it because I feel like we could have a whole other show just on this, but a couple guys commented like sharing their drip, but they're like, "Oh, I ended up faking a goalie face off and then proposing to my girlfriend on ice, and I have the video and shared that." So we can either look at that video, and then another guy's like, "Oh yeah, I also proposed to my girlfriend at a game." I'm like, why haven't we talked about guys proposing to their girlfriends at hockey games? This is
Now,
too
wait a
weird.
second. Wait a second.
Yes.
It's 2025. Girls can also propose to their significant others too.
Yes,
I wanted
they
to, it's
can.
not just guys, just,
I didn't say, "Hey guys, only men can propose." I said
but
2
you
guys
said,
commented and said,
yeah, but you said, what is it with guys proposing to their, but I'm saying everyone, okay? Everybody can propose to everybody. It's what I'm saying here. It's what I'm saying. Don't put them
"You're
in
a
a
hater.
box. Don't put them in a box, Jillian. Okay.
Don't
And
put baby in a corner."
yes. And also, in addition to those things,
Yes.
um, in addition to those things, I, I've got a little, I don't know if it's spicy, beefy drama or if it's just something I overheard at a tournament and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it
Okay.
on an alleged no draft list, like for people that they don't draft. So
Mm.
I'm trying, and I told this person, if you
Mhm.
don't come on, I'm just going to say what I hear. And it's going to be me reporting it as fact
Yeah.
if you won't come talk to it. So we're going to talk about that. We're talking about the tournaments that we did. We're talking about how we need get some more people on Italy and Paris for
And Pelly.
2026. And yeah, and we're just gonna and I'm probably going to release this special limited edition BLPA jersey at the
That's
end of
gonna
the
be
show.
sweet.
And here's
Also,
the
of
deal.
course, Jeff Peck is here. Of
Yeah,
course
of
he's
course,
here.
Jeff Peck. While you're listening to the show, if you want to support the camera fundraiser, we have about 40 jersey. Well, I think 38 left now. You can send $100 to the BLPA. If you do it before I release the jersey, you're going to get a spin to win where you could win at least $50 off of decks. Could be 75, could be 100, could be a free decks. And you're also going to pick your custom jersey number and size. After I release it, no, 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 no. It's going to be number 25, and it's going to be either 56, 58, or 60 on the jersey. So just letting you guys know. Look, there's Tyler's here.
Tyler
Tyler
wants a spicy beef.
designs
Of
jersey. He
course he
designs
does. Gotta be
jerseys for the brand. He's the one that did the limited edition jersey. So yeah, that's Tyler. That's Tyler right there.
Tyler, I didn't know you were so
Maybe
talented.
not this week, but here in the next couple weeks, we're gonna bring Tyler on as part of like a jersey segment and talk to him about things.
Yeah, we
So,
are.
but the first thing I want to do is can you hear this? Hold on. Can you hear this noise?
No.
Can you hear it now?
Nope.
Well, it's chamber music. Oh,
Oh.
and we're doing it so I can say Nickstradamus has spoken. Because I said the Oilers were done and now they're fucking done.
You're not
Fucking
wrong.
and listen, I the game 5, game 4, they were done. They were cooked 3-0.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got the comeback and the win
That
in
was
overtime.
sweet.
But you know what I love about it? You know what I absolutely fucking love about that is it gave Oiler fans that much more hope. And then the Panthers just said, "Here you go. Here's a little hope. Fuck you."
You're a little rat today. You're
Oh,
feeling ratty,
I
huh?
love it. Listen, there's not one organization or fan base that deserves not winning the cup more than the Oilers. So I love that the last 2 years, like, they've got to, like, the precipice, like, they can see it. They can see it,
Yeah.
but they didn't get it, and they won't.
Oh, who
They won't.
who was that one guy who's lost, like, 17 Stanley Cups now?
Yeah, that's old man Corey Perry guy out,
That's sad.
allegedly banging moms in Chicago, so,
Hey, moms
that
get it.
you have to. Yeah, you have to.
Windy City chic.
Mhm.
Windy City cheeks, more like.
So, look, someone even said, "I proposed to my girlfriend during a Vegas tourney, not at a game, but at a restaurant behind the Bellagio fountains. She knew what was up because why would I bring her to Vegas for a hockey tourney?"
Lols.
Well, you can bring yourself and her to Vegas for a draft in December. Just saying.
That's funny. A lot of the things were like, I don't know how they didn't know what was up because there were, like, crowds in the stands because they knew that there was gonna be a proposal to watch, and there was like, why were there ever fans at a hockey game? So then how did she not know that
That's
something was
true. That's
happening?
true. That's true. But back to saying fuck the Oilers.
Hold on, back to saying Tyler, did she say yes?
Well, yeah, because these guys are saying I proposed to my girlfriend. Wouldn't they then be a fiance and or a wife at that point
No, they
now?
proposed to their girlfriend to make them a fiancé.
But would you not say I proposed to my now fiance or
If
girlfriend now
right, if
fiance?
if she was a fiancé.
Yeah. So now no. And then here's Sue. Here's Sue. Listen, Sue knows a little bit about the
The
about
dirty
the
beef?
the do not draft list. She's in it, and I tried to get both of these people to do a video in Huntsville, Alabama, and they refused to do it. All right,
Sue, come on, you're better than that.
come on, Sue, come on,
Tyler said
come on,
married for
Sue.
9 years next week. Are you gonna go back to the Bellagio for a little fellatio
And
for 9 years? My
what is
bad.
that? Is that the 9-year anniversary
I think that's what 9 is for, yeah. Like,
relationship?
what's 1? Paper, and then we go to silver, and then,
Mhm.
frankincense and myrrh is 6, I think, and then when
Okay,
you get to 9, it's yeah, fellatio.
Spallation. Wow, I
Yeah.
wish it would be like birthdays after you're 40, where you just say you're always 40. I would just be like, oh, this is my 9-year anniversary. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. I
just
think
every
maybe
year.
that's it.
Every year, so I get the same present. It's just, yep, in my 9th year, that would be
Easy to
incredible.
please.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Can't can't wait. I could because I have 2 wedding anniversaries. I have, like, the one in March and then the one in the summer, in July because we had, like, a little ceremony just ourselves, and we had a big ceremony, so we have 2 wedding anniversaries. So I've been married 9 years twice. Got one coming up.
Oh
Got
my
one
god.
coming
Alright,
got
Tanis.
one coming
Get on the
up.
line.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
yeah, leather or huge fountains is the gift of 9 years, says Tyler, so figure one of those out.
Hey, Sue, all I'm saying is in the chat with me, you, and the other person, I put a link to where you could join this episode. So if you're not scared,
Come on, Sue,
jump
come
jump
through.
on, jump on. And Sue is going to Niagara Falls as a goalie uh, on her 25th wedding anniversary. But you know what? I think Bill wishes it was the 9th wedding anniversary. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Bill and Sue get after it. If you remember our slow jams, I
Oh
think
yeah.
they're doing just fine.
Yeah, hey, to be honest with you, I mean, they've been married 25. Maybe they're in bed right now because it's
'Cause we're not hearing from Bill.
yeah, because it's like 5:48 where they're from, so it could be bedtime. They could be listening to us in
Okay.
bed right now.
Yeah,
You know
Sue's
what I'm saying? 'Cause
hands-free
yes,
'cause she's
yeah.
texting, but
Oh, let's
that doesn't mean
go.
anything about anything else.
Yeah. So, all
Hi,
right.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole's here
Hi, everybody.
too.
I
Oh,
like the
thanks for
comment where
here.
it says, "Ever see the video of the guy calling his boys to tell him I don't have a girlfriend anymore?" Then his boys are like, "Fuck off, fuck her, she sucks." And then the dude looks mortified, and his woman's like, "Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend because she's now my fiance."
Ooh.
Yeah. So anyway, I how we we're gonna put Omaha up, and if it gets to a certain number by January, we'll do it, and if not, then no shit. Someone just asked, have you decided for Omaha? Okay, so
Okay,
you want to talk? Let's talk about the dirty drama here.
yeah, tell me.
Because Sue's over here talking. She's not joining. I invited her. All right.
Alright.
So here's the deal. I've been hearing a little scuttlebutt about
Mm.
people that have a do not draft list at draft experiences of people they won't draft and why.
Okay.
Okay. And so I'm trying to get to the bottom of it to find out who's on this. Is it me because I don't play in all 5 games? I only play in 4 and I take photos on the other one?
Yeah.
Maybe. And it also could be because I'm really bad at hockey, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm
I
just
have heard that.
I'm trying to figure it out right now. I'm messaging Sue again to say, "Come on. Hit that link, Sue."
So
So I put lonk, like stonk. Okay.
stonks.
So, what would you think? Like, what would be reasons for not being drafted? Do you think?
Okay, so let me just tee this up for people who may not know exactly what this looks like. So everyone's in a room together,
Yeah.
and it's
So
just
basically,
like
what we
by
do is
the beer one.
we make draft rounds. Okay, so
Yeah.
goalies are in one round, all the beginners are in one round, the best players are in one round, and then it's a mix in between. But in theory, every single player in each round is of similar skill. So you in theory would get the same caliber teams.
Okay.
And so, but like I said, there's certain people that are like, oh, that we have a do not draft list, and this person is on it. Jeff Peck is on this.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
this
say,
isn't just by looking at them in the room. This is like you know who they are, maybe.
yeah. Or I don't know, just like you picked all the hot guys for the celebrity team
That was just
last
a
week.
happy coincidence.
Maybe people are like, oh, this guy's too ugly to be on my team. Maybe that's why I'm not getting picked. I don't
That's
know.
one.
I think that's wrong, you know. So
That's one reason. If
okay.
the person's too ugly, I guess. You said it, not me. Maybe if they are too much of a hardo.
Hardo?
Like fights like take too seriously.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
on there?
I don't know. They won't talk to me about it.
I thought you like had this list
No, I'm
and
trying
you
to
wanted them to share.
I know some of the players on it. I know Jeff Peck's on it.
Oh, well, don't
I know
name players, just
what
say
do you mean?
tendencies.
No, I want the dirt. I wanna
No,
I'm ready
I
I'm
want
ready to get
tendencies. I
I'm
wanna
ready to get
know
down and
why.
fucking dirty. Yeah, I wanna know who and why and how,
I wanna
all of
know
them.
why.
When and where. I wanna know all those. That's what I wanna know. So, I
Okay, Jeff's on mine because he's too much of a hardo.
yeah, who would you not pick?
Jeff, because he's too much of a hardo.
Yeah, one time Jeff tried to fight a whole team at a tournament. He
At
was
the same
drunk and
time?
he came out, "Fight me! Fight me!" And I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." You know? It was good times. It
Would
was
I
good
be on
times.
your do not draft list?
Oh, Sue is joined.
No way.
Here,
Sue.
Sue says she doesn't wanna be on camera, so I don't can
Too
you
late,
Fine.
I guess I already
oh,
am.
she's already here's Sue. Here's Sue, let's go!
Let's
Sue, what's
go.
going on? Hey, is Bill there or is he sleeping?
I told you, Bill is sleeping.
See? I knew Bill was
Mm.
sleeping already. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
He's
he's
exhausted.
Alright,
he's
here.
not. He has to be at work at midnight.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Bill's a high-ranking official at his job, and he has weird hours. He has to take because he does some weird shit. I don't know what it does.
Bill
OnlyFans, I
works
think.
hard at occupation.
Yeah,
Yep.
OnlyFans. I
Yeah.
think Bill's on OnlyFans.
Yep.
So, it's onlyfans.com/wildmanbill. That's but anyway,
Okay.
um, so Sue, tell us a little bit about this do not draft list that you and I'm just gonna say it because she refuses to acknowledge. You and Lolo have.
Mm.
Okay. Well, first of all, I do not have a no draft list.
Mhm.
So you're saying it's
But
only Lolo. Put it
yeah,
out there. There we
You
go.
are
It's only Lolo. She wouldn't
you
come
are
defend herself.
and I
feisty.
was ready to go in Huntsville, but
Yeah.
I heard the speaker wasn't there. Your setup wasn't there.
No, my whole setup, I had everything there. I had
No,
I had mics, I had camera, I was ready to go, and I said, "We gotta get it," but to be fair, we then sat in like a table of 6, and we just talked about getting people at Chicago Draft, so,
pretty much. Yep.
yeah, so which we did, which it's sold out, by the way. Chicago is sold out, except for we need 1 goalie. We were trying to go to 6, but we gotta get 15 people in 2 days. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but
Yeah.
so, okay, so
Okay.
let's talk about the do not draft list. Why do you feel people have made Lolo's do not draft list?
Because she likes to have some fun, and some people really aren't that talkative
Okay,
or
Okay.
don't
so
want to party with us.
Okay.
I would think. It's all about it's more about everyone's, I don't know, funness in the locker room.
do you think
Mm.
that also there might be someone on there that takes too long of shifts?
Oh, that could be, but
Maybe had a
Chicago.
shirt made for him.
Chicago last year had only 9 a team, so or that you want someone to take a long shift then.
Yeah, you do. Well, you're a goalie. You're out there all the time.
Well,
So it's
I
kind of,
was not 2 years ago in Chicago because you had 8,000 goalies registered.
yeah, isn't that wild that sometimes we'll have 12 goalies registered like we did in Chicago for a 4-team tournament, and then some tournaments like Pittsburgh only has 2 goalies registered. It's
You need
just
an
a
all
wild.
goalie tournament, I think, and everyone stays there in goalie tags.
It would be very hard to do an all goalie. I've seen all goalie games and they're fun look at, but I think if you do them over and over again, it kind of loses its coolness and uniqueness. A whole tournament would be very tough.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I'm not here for logistics. I just do the ideas,
Okay.
Yeah, well,
whether they're good or bad.
big idea, girl. Okay,
Mostly bad.
so can you reveal anyone that's on Lolo's do not draft list?
You want me to say?
Yeah, I do.
This feels hurtful.
But not. This isn't out of hate. I don't think Lolo hates anybody. Lolo's she's full of love and compassion and
Putting a
respect.
lot of words in her mouth.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
anniversary.
that Jeff Peck's on that list.
Oh, I knew it.
We knew
I
it.
knew it. Jeff Peck's right up, but he knows he's on the list. He knows, right?
Probably.
Like Jeff Peck knows he's on the list. So he even said it. He even said, "I'm on everyone's do not draft list,"
Yes.
and I love it. So see,
He says
It
it's
just
okay,
depends on what round he's in. So you never know. You could if he's in the ringer round, it depends on who the other ringers are.
yeah, no, I totally get it. And because I told Lolo that I was going to say this if she didn't come on and defend herself, also on her do not draft list is Bill. She hates Bill, thinks he stinks, thinks he's horrible, and doesn't want to draft him. And that's crazy because I've won championships with Bill as my D partner and Sue as our goalie as well.
Yeah.
She also doesn't want to draft Taylor Frazee. Thinks he's trash. Thinks he's trash for sure.
Complete trash. Complete trash.
And just to throw a little more logs on the fire here, she doesn't want to draft Becky, her wife. So
why?
Wow, now you're getting into some very dangerous territory.
See,
did I not tell her if she didn't come on and tell me about it, I would just make shit up?
I mean, yeah,
I literally told her. I said, "This is the stuff I'm hearing, and I'm just gonna stir the pot. And if you don't come on and talk to me about it, then what I say comes out as it's truth and fact." So
running your mouth.
this is her.
You know what?
This is
I
her
will
doing.
say, in your defense, there was a tournament in Cleveland where Laura did not want Bill nor Becky, and Bill didn't want to play with either of us. And so there have been tournaments where that happens.
See, I do not lie.
I have taken people over Bill to make my team happy. So
yeah, and listen, Bill, Wildman Bill is. I mean, if I had a chance to pick Bill, I would pick him every time. That's how much I love playing with Bill. Bill just slow and steady. He's just out there with the vibes. Got long hair flowing in the breeze.
Ooh,
Just here. So
Dale Chuga.
All right. Well, Sue, I appreciate you coming
Sue.
on. I appreciate you coming on and explaining a little bit to us. Lolo, I can't believe you don't want to draft Becky or Bill or Taylor.
Or what about, I was to say, maybe she wouldn't draft me either, but I guess I go first, so I make those decisions, right?
Yeah, that's true. except for I did tell her in Chicago, because I'm trying to run her plans, is that I'm going to draft first, my round, and I'm going to regulate teams. And she thinks I'm kidding, and I am. But
I believe in Ann Arbor, she just completely took over and gave everybody jerseys that they wanted for her round and said, "Sorry, Jeff, this is the way this draft is working."
Yeah, she does. She can't run me over like that. She's not going to bulldoze me.
Okay.
Right? Because if she tries to do that to me, I will put everyone she wants on her team in her round next time.
Ooh.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
getting personal.
Yeah, that is personal. That's
what?
You might have crossed the line right there.
You know what? I should have told her. I should have
mile behind him.
I should have told her, if you don't come on and talk to me, not only will I make this stuff up, but I'll also put all your friends in the same round. Then that would have got her on.
Yeah,
threat.
It's a vicious threat right there.
You have to threaten. All right, Sue. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. See you, Sue.
See ya. Bye.
So there we
Sue,
are.
Sue, we appreciate you.
So I'm just gonna let you know. See, it is confirmed. There is a do not draft list. It is.
Okay.
I just got to find more out about it. And also, for the record, Lolo never said anything about not drafting those people. I said that was me. That was me just making it up.
I'm gonna
to
make an
stir
edit
the
of
pot.
this whole podcast and cut out the part where you said that it was a joke, and then I'm gonna try to get some hate.
Yeah, well, that's hey, we like drama, beer league drama.
That's
Beer
true.
league drama.
Make
Let's
it
go.
about you.
Okay, what's next?
Drippy, 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 drippy,
You
drippy.
want to do dripping? Okay, let's drip it.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Here we go. These are gonna be video clips.
Yes.
BLPA drip.
BLPA drip, 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 drip. So the first will just be the picture. Like I have the people and their name and like the picture that they submitted.
Okay.
Okay, first this is a picture. So there were so many good ones that I truly every time I went back, I would like lose them in the comments and I could not keep track. Huh?
Yeah, I know goalie Mike.
You
Let's
know Mike?
go. Yeah, I know Mike. I've played with him before.
Center ice keg stands. And I was like, all right.
I like
Give me the dish, Mike.
I like this.
So
okay.
So the center ice keg stands was one of my favorite hockey memories. We were playing lunch hockey in Tacoma, Washington, at a rink called the Meat Locker. And it was an old rink, had a lot of character, but it was a cool rink. And the rink was closing down. So showed up for lunch hockey on that Friday, and nobody left until Sunday night. They kept the rink open for 72 hours. Playing whenever you wanted to play. They'd have little pickup games. People would just be going on. Everybody called pretty much everybody they knew. And it was an awesome experience. It was a good send-off to a cool rink. And a cool era in the area, really. I mean, there was, you'd have CF Seahawks coming out to play hockey, lunch hockey out there. Some WHL players. Just a really good group of guys, really close. We'd hang out Fridays, normally a couple hours after hockey, and just it really was the embodiment of beer league hockey. So I'm glad I got to experience that, and I haven't done a center ice keg stand since, but I'm always on the hunt. So.
okay.
Man, a center ice keg stand is wild, and if we could make that happen at rinks, we would do it. But the problem is alcohol really messes with I guess the ice and stuff. But let me tell you,
because the rink was closing, right?
Yeah,
it was just open for 72 hours.
Yeah, and listen, the people in Tacoma, at least the guys I know, Mike included, they're wild child, man. This is like the Tacoma Donkeys. Probably one of the best beer league teams, not skill wise, just a group of people. Like I remember playing in a tournament, and Steve Miggs, who was a goalie, who was also a DJ of one of the biggest Seattle rock shows at the time, or rock radio stations at the time. He was playing in a tournament, and his friends, and then there was another guy that was on his team but wasn't playing. And like I come in the locker room, and so it's locker room showers. Steve and his buddy are in the shower, but then the guy that's not even playing is also in the shower with them, and they just got beers. And I'm like, what? What is going on? I'm like, Mike, why are you here? Like, you're not playing this year. He's like, well, hey, it's shower time with the boys, so I'm here. And I'm like, well, okay. So the Tacoma guys have a lot of fun. So great to see Mike and look at him
and his doggy.
Yeah, I like his dogs in the back. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one to start out with.
Next, Matt.
I know Matt too.
Okay, and there was no collaboration between me and Nick, so this was not me pandering either.
He's got a BLPA hat on right there. I see that.
Yeah. So how could you not like a number 69 with your mom?
Your mom. And what is that? Did they say Benders as his team? That's pretty.
Yeah, Benders. He also has just glorious amounts of lettuce flowing out the back of his head.
Yeah. Matt do have some lettuce.
And wait for his video. You're gonna like this.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
What's up, BLPA Big Show, Nick and Jillian? I know you wanted a video about some drip. I got some drip right here. Also wanted to give you a little backstory on the jersey I was wearing in the post that I made. It's from my beer league team, the Tender Benders. If you didn't see the photo, basically jersey number 69, but the name on the back is your mom. It's part of a running joke with a buddy of mine. For example, if we ask one another for an address, something like that, the answer is usually 69 your mom's street, something to that effect.
Classic.
Some variation. But with my beer league team, I decided I didn't want anyone on the team to have number 69. So to avoid that, we made that our designated spare jersey. If you forget your jersey or any subs, you have the option to wear 69 your mom. Most take that opportunity to wear it and wear it proudly, but it does attract some hate on the ice. Players who have worn it in the past, been laughed at, chirped. Some people get an aggressive reaction, which leads us to wonder if that player did, in fact, 69 their mom. But that's basically the backstory on the 69 your mom jersey. Before I go, I do want to say Strickland strong. Keep fighting, Tyler. We're all thinking about you, man. I knew you had a heart of gold, but it must be titanium or steel or something else in there, as strong as you've been. We love you, man. We hope to see you soon.
So nice. Shout out at the end too.
Yeah, that good shout out, Tyler. We're doing a Labor Day tournament for Tyler. All the proceeds go to him. It's in Albany at the Knickerbocker rink, and put in your team. And we got room for 14 teams, and all the money goes to him. Tyler was in a really bad car wreck. He has to have a heart transplant now, so he's on a waiting list. They did a surgery hoping they weren't going to have to do it, but then it didn't work as planned. So, his family is having to go up and stay in a hotel in New York City, and it's the cost is just crazy. And so we're trying to do everything we can to help him out. So shout out not only Matt, your mom, and 69 and your mom, Matt. I met Matt's mom in Tampa.
Did not 69 her.
I didn't. No, I didn't. 69 her.
The details are fuzzy, but
I like all the BLPA medals he's got there. If he moved the medals out of the way, you would see the first T-shirt I ever designed for BLPA, and it was, a lot of people don't know the backstory is I was wrongfully terminated from a company I used to work for. And so that's when I said, I'll start fine. Fuck y'all. I'll start my own thing. And so we made like our first tournaments. We made it into like a rock tour, and we called it the Termination Tour. And it had all like had that logo on it. Yeah. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for next guy?
Yeah.
Or girl.
Or gal. Here we go. That is it. Chris.
Do you know Chris?
I don't know Chris.
Oh, good, because you're about to get to know him. I was a little biased. As you can see, there's a theme with my personality, and this guy was on it. Yeah. So here's what he had to say.
Let's hear Chris.
I'm going to start off by saying videoing myself is not the easiest thing for me to do.
Heathers!
Had a hard night last night, not only with 2-month-old twins, but also the Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. I'm about
30-year-old twins
away from the arena. Had a lot of partying last night, and bottles were being passed around left and right.
While you were watching twins?
Part of the reason for the pink setup is I lived in Miami for the first part of my life. I just recently moved to Sunrise, which is about 45 minutes north. I wanted a bright color that screamed, Miami when I was traveling playing roller hockey. I've been lucky enough to play with teams from Washington and from New Jersey, and one in particular from New York called Bobby's Boys with Joe Trizzo. Their jerseys were half teal, half pink, kind of like the Miami Vice, Miami Heat jerseys. It was really cool. I played 1 year with them at a national tournament, had all black. I was like, you know what, next year I'm going all out. Was playing on a men's league, beer league team for ice that had pink in the jerseys, the Flamingos. Said, you know what, I'm going to go all pink. Took me forever to find the pink pads. Apparently the only company that had enough pink weave material was JRZ. We used to make equipment for Bauer and used to be iTech back in the day. Got them to make the leg pads and the blocker. Had Dave Wilcox, who used to make equipment for TPS, reskinned the Vaughn glove that I had in a different pink. It came out awesome. I originally played with
the
chrome helmet, kind of like Stolar's, with the Maple Leafs and with the Panthers. Got kind of fat. Cheeks didn't fit inside the cage. So I've transitioned to the combo, the old 1980s SK 2000s. First one I got was a pink one from a company called Goalie Masks Guy. Put the cage on, set everything up, loved it, needed a black one. Went got that, automotive clear, chameleon paint in there, metal flakes. Love that one. Had to get a white one. Have a white one now. All three have the same white sport mask cage on it, and it's just awesome. Going out, and I had a couple of buddies play at the Wish tournament in Nashville. Apparently they were talking about my equipment there, and I'm sitting 1,500 miles away at home with two screaming babies and my wife, and it was pretty funny. But lo and behold, I really wore the pink because of camaraderie that we had with that Bobby's Boys team and with the teams that I played with down here in Miami, and it was such a Miami color. Had a little bit of a homage to Marc-Andre Fleury with his Sport Gold setup that I grew up loving, and I would have gotten if I didn't decide that I wanted to go all pink with the iceberg graphic. Realistically, it's just such a cool setup, and I've kind of made it a mandate for my current teams that we're going to be having pink on the jerseys one way or another. And it just works. It just pops so much. It screams South Florida, and with the twin girls that came, it's just got a whole new meaning. And being a girl dad, I've had a lot of people ask me if I meant it that way, but I think it was kind of always destined to be that way.
I love how much thought goes into especially goalie gear. Like the helmets, I love that's like a piece of art.
Leave it to a goalie to start breaking down who made their equipment, who they used to make equipment for. That's such a goal. As soon as he started talking about, I was like, this guy's going to start talking about where he guys. And I'm not rolling my eyes with it. I'm just like, this is just so typical goalie to talk about. Yeah, so goalie. Okay. Nice drip. Nice pink drip there. Shout out Bobby's Boy. Actually, also shout out the Wish Cup, by the way. Guys who do the Wish Cup, top-notch organization. If you get a chance, if you're in Nashville when they're doing it, they do things upright. So
sweet. All right. Joanna. Do you know Joanna?
Oh, I know Joe. Yep, I know Joe.
I mean, just for the position alone, I said done.
What?
Which she didn't get me a video in time, but she left a message because this one I had to include. And I'll read it for people who aren't watching. But it's for a good cause too. So she's in like full middle split in this picture as a goalie.
Yep.
So it was an all-female team for this tournament. The girls that played for the Junior Bears wanted to get together to play for Becca, the sniper who lost her battle. The girls hadn't played for a few years, but came together for old time's sake. Well, this was the last game of the tournament. We lost every game up to that point. The locker room was down, so I made a little speech. I basically said, thanks for inviting me. We may not have had the winning record that we'd hoped for, but let's remember why we're here. We're raising money for MS, a good cause, and we're here to remember a team member. Let's go out there and have some fun and play for Becca. It really perked everybody up to play for someone, and something so much bigger than yourself makes the fight so much more enjoyable and worthwhile. So we went out there and played our hearts out and won that game for Becca. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, that is sweet. And Joe's a good person. Shout out Joe for probably one of the most memorable locker rooms we ever had in the first Hershey. And maybe not. You know what? It's a locker room, so I'm going to share it. Joanna is just like one of the boys in the dressing room. So she gets changed, right? And
you're about to talk about. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm about to talk about boobs.
About her being naked.
She wasn't naked, but she just changed her top really fast. And there was a guy beside me who got a little bit flustered and embarrassed, I guess, because he was sitting right beside her. And then the whole weekend, it just turned. Have you never seen boobs before, bro? Have you never?
They feel like sandbags.
And it's like, bro, I'm engaged, and we're like, you got engaged and never even seen your fiance's breast, and it was like this whole weekend, and she played it off so cool, and also in Philly and Hershey, her and her husband Derek bring like the grill, and they're always cooking. Like they had like elk steaks. They're making like breakfast tacos and bacon. So Joe's one hell of a BLPA member. I love her.
Yeah, they were so awesome. It was so cool because I mean, I see all these people as Facebook names and I don't associate them with having a real life. And then when I was like messaging with them and just like the way that people were commenting, I'm like, this is such a cool community. It like made me want to cry. And then people were so nice, like, oh, I love the podcast. I'm like, oh, you listen? Cool. I thought it was just my mom. So I loved it.
Yeah, the BLPA, I mean, when it first started, it was really just a bunch of idiots in there being idiots, and now we just are a big bunch of idiots being a big bunch of idiots, right? It's just what it is. And yeah, I mean, I think it's and it's great that we kind of started this, because I think people sometimes, they see me all the time doing it, and they'll respond and all that stuff, but I think they like seeing you take a more active role and kind of being a part of the community and on the podcast. So
now I just want to go and hang out with everybody, though.
Yeah. If you come to a Dex, I already heard it again. I already heard it this fucking week again from fucking Dennis. I went to that one tournament because Jillian said she was going to come down, go streaking. I'm like, oh my
I'm
God.
going to charge an appearance fee.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God. I told him, I said, hey, if you pay for a flight, she'll come.
Totally.
So OnlyFans.
I'm a cheap woman.
Exactly. You got to get it
the
for
rock and orange juice, baby. All right. I think I have one more. Is this my last? Okay. This is the finale.
Yeah. Look at this guy. I don't know him, but I did see this picture and I was like, wow, bro, you are actually rocking a sweater on the ice.
And so if you're not seeing this, if you're listening, the sweater is an ungodly amount of chest, back, shoulder.
He doesn't
tricep
on his belly.
Elbow.
Which is kind of weird, but he's just one hairy chested dude, though. That's for
he has
sure.
hair around his belly button too. Very hairy man. And someone commented like, "Oh, good old
that way.
Shirts versus skins," and I'm like, still don't know what team he's on then. Oh, Jeff, hilarious. When's Jillian going? Check schedule. Oh, I'm super busy that weekend. Okie dokie. Can't wait to not see you. Okay, so I reach out to Tom. This is the new mascot of my life.
Okay.
I love this guy. So the video is going to play next. That is like his explaining his drip. Then I have the interjection video of what he talks about. And it's like the funniest thing. Like I want to post it on TikTok and it would go viral. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Hello and welcome to my man cave full of my retro Warrior sticks and my retro Coyotes jersey, bold and brash from the year 2000. As I sit here, I was inquired to speak about my drip and what it means. So in the photo you see that was submitted is me in all my shirtless glory, all this luscious chest hair hanging out in the breeze, my bright yellow Mac Daddy as you see in the background, and the pinkest gloves you've ever seen on the planet. I look like Miami Vice. But what you don't see, unless you look closely in that picture, is the pit vipers that were broken in my hand and bleeding from this elbow, which gave me a pretty nice little scar there. So war stories go to with it. But you may wonder, Tom, why did you do this? Why are you acting like an absolute goofball? Well, it goes back to, where I have to try to one-up myself. So the picture comes from the Duster Classic, which is a local Detroit area fundraiser for the United Hockey Foundation, where we get together, raise money for youth hockey and other programs and work with that. So it started out in 2023, going to Buffalo. It was my first year invited to the Duster Classic. I was new to the group. I wanted to stand out and have a good time, as that's what I do. I'm the clown of everyone. So I said, I got it. I'm going to buy one of these Borat man thongs, and I'm going to wear it around the hotel, to the pool, have a good time in it, which I did, and I will supply the photos because they are fantastic. However, I decided to go to the pool, went in the fitness room, worked out, hammered, and I ended up slipping and falling in this man thong, tearing up my back, but it's too good of a story not to tell the boys, and it's one of my favorites.
We have the video.
Oh, let's go.
Man thong falling on the treadmill. Are you ready? Is it showing
right now? Yeah, let's go.
Yep. I can't. And he's wearing a lime green Borat thong. On the treadmill, he starts getting cocky, starts walking backwards, whoof, straight on his back, and wipes out. Here's part 2 of his explanation with an additional picture that he supplied.
So the next year we play at Lake Placid. And I wanted to try to one up myself, so I bought another man thong. And this one was red, white, and blue, like Chris Pastani is like a jackass. And I said, I'm going all American theme. This is what I want to do. So put the man thong on, put the American flag on my back, walk out of the Olympic Center, and I'm stopped. And they say, hey, can't wear that. There's children here. You're going to scar them, which I will, because look at this luscious body. It's scar worthy. So I put on a pair of Daisy Dukes, went out for the open skate, and skated around the Olympic Center in my Daisy Dukes, which I'll supply photos of that. Went out on the big town of Lake Placid in them, and it was a riot. So this year comes around, we're staying in local Detroit, and I said, I have to one up myself. How can I do this? And I didn't have a lot of options. There's kids present. It was snowing. It was an outdoor game. And I said, bingo, I'll go tarps off, skate out there, give everybody a good laugh, and we'll go from there. So tell the boys, hey, take my shoulder pads, take this. And I skate out, had the eye black on, pit vipers, no shirt, bright colors, looked like an absolute jackass. And I had a great time. And just before that picture, I bit it right in front of the box. So I fall, land on my glasses, which are hanging in my right hand. I'm bleeding from the left elbow. And I turn, the photographer goes, click. And I'm like, oh, great, that's going to be a terrible picture. Well, that stayed my profile picture for the last 6 months because it's one of the best looking photos I have. I think I look like the hottest fucking person alive in that photo. And I'm pretty sure my girlfriend doesn't think that at all. But my drip is different. My drip is special. I like to have fun. I like to make the boys laugh. There's a reason I'm the shower guy of the year every year is because I always push the boundaries, push the limits. And you know what? The drip's different for everybody, but mine is still the best. And if you disagree with it, I know there's a ton of people that will agree because I'm what they call a quote-unquote bear, and this hair is all for them. So those people like me. I like me. There's no hate on my drip.
No, I like him too. What's his name? Tom? What's his name?
Tom Mitchell Hutchinson.
Here's
You
the
are
deal.
the mascot.
I need this guy at a tournament.
I need him on the podcast. I'm firing myself.
Okay, I need him at a tournament.
Yeah.
Tom, you tell me which tournament you're I will cover your registration at a draft. I will cover it for you to come and bring that energy. All right?
What? One more time for the treadmill video, please.
One more time. Let's Your cheeks let's go. All right.
My God. Okay, and then I had
So
I had
the
some
next
honorable
year-
mentions. Oh, sorry. Some honorable mentions that I liked. I like the Ice Daddies.
I mean, how do we? I mean, I see John Andre in there. I see
John Andre had
John
like a
Hall.
what
There's
is that?
Lolo.
The vest of like 6 beers wrapped across his chest. What was she? It was like Dusty Bush or something. What was that? Lolo? It was.
Oh, Lola's Pabst Blue Ribbon. Like that's just a Pabst, like a.
Oh
Pabst
no, who's
example.
Gosh, I was just talking to her. No, I just messaged her. What is it? It was like, I think it was Dusty Bush was their team name, but I forgot.
Okay, I like that. I like that name too. I like it when
I like the riddle. I just like the cool Joker or the cool goalie helmets. I think they're so sick. And then of course tinted visors. I had to show respect. I just I could not get over Tom. Guys,
Tom
I love this man.
Tom, tell him we want him on the podcast.
I'll get him.
And tell him that he needs to listen to this podcast so he can hear my offer.
All right. I won't tell him what the offer is. I'll say you have to listen and hear the offer to take him
there's
up
an
on
offer. Yeah. So there's an offer. It's an indecent proposal for you to come and be my guest. I'll pay for your registration fee. You come to a tournament and bring that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet. So. We have the drippiest gang.
See, Jeff Peck says, get on. I messaged Andre about having him on. We didn't even read my message.
What a little turd.
So, all right, here's the deal. Normally I would go for an hour, but I do have something that I got to get done. And basically it has something to do with my kid. And I haven't seen him very much because I've been in tournaments. I've been in Huntsville, which was a badass tournament. Listen, I think there's so much potential in Huntsville. Next year we're going to move it to July to get it off Father's Day weekend. But it's such a rad place. I mean, I literally stayed outside of a rocket center. I'm a rocket man. And so Huntsville's going to be badass. We still need skaters in Niagara. We still need skaters in Pittsburgh. So let's fucking go. So, all right. Anything to add before we go?
I just love these people.
Me
That's
too.
all.
I love them too. See, that's what I'm talking. We got to get the community more involved in the podcast because there's so many cool fucking people in the podcast. Listen, I'm saying you did a good job. I'm giving you props. Giving you props for
props me louder.
Yes. Yeah. Now tonight you need to go out. You need to have a little some wine with the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you need to show some appreciation to Rod for setting this all up. You know.
I think I gave him worldwide appreciation on this podcast.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going different. Like I think you need to party like it's your 9th wedding anniversary.
My 9th birthday.
No.
No.
All right. Anything else to add?
Have fun with Super Cooper. Gonna find him.
Let's go. All right.
Jeff said great work to me. I put this. Write this down.
Hold on. There it is.
Everyone saw it.
Wait. Can it go? Oh, just new comments. It's right there. It's right there for everyone to see. All right. Everyone, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. See, look, even Jillian's now buying into the community. She's here.